Hi guys, it's Ellen here with Trade and Grow Group. Many people ask me quite a lot of questions about, when to enter a trade, when we should start buying in stocks or shares, and what are the best times that I would choose to do so. I decided to, just make a very simple video about it. So, for my main point, I would want to say that. For me, trading is always about going with the trend. So um, we never try to trade against the trend or just trade according to our hopes or expectations or simply because of past results. So let's say there's a pattern about a certain stock, like it has been parallel or it has been uptrending, right? It's good that we can figure out that trend and try to trade according to it, but it's always better to focus on an entry point and exit point as well. So what I mean by that is that when, let's say, when the stock is trying to drop a bit, or when it's going down, when it's downtrending, or when it's selling off, we try not to buy in anytime soon until you feel like you're comfortable buying in because it's been going up or it's been reversing or it has changed its trend. So that's one thing. The first thing first, so never buy any downtrending stocks, especially when you're a beginner. The second thing, so instead of just talking about blindly talking about like when, so I would just exactly tell you how I do it. So let's say when I'm entering a trend, right? So I find a pattern, I find a really good pattern. I found that the indicator shows that the stock is at a really good price point. Let's say it's now touching its support, right? So it's touching its support, and then like you see the indicators, let's say VWAP indicator, MACD indicator, RSI indicator, EMA, SMA, all shows that it's gonna move up. Will you actually enter at that point? Well, many people will, because they feel like, oh, I've already heard like what Ellen told me, so we should buy things that are uptrending or things that are oversold. Yes, that's the main point. You need to find something that's oversold right now, or and hopefully it will go up, right? But if you're entering at that point, then you're basically just blindly guessing and hoping that that stock is going to change its trend or it's going to go up afterwards. Instead of doing that, I would rather just ask you to start getting in when it starts to go up, right? So there's no point losing some and winning, like losing a lot because of sometimes you guess it wrong and the stocks just continue to go down, and it happens all the time. I must tell you, like, it's really common, because like it either go up or go down, right? It's just basically like that. It's how stock works. So instead of doing so, I would rather just tell you to get in when it starts to go up. So when the stock has already done its reversal, don't get in yet. And when it starts to go up, that's the time when you go in. Okay, so you're already seeing the green. Well, I use the green as up, so you already see the stock price rising, and you feel comfortable about all the indicators and stuff previously. So that's a good point for you to buy in, because now you know that you can make sure that the stock is going to go out even more. And when to exit? Well, usually when a stock like moves up, right, it usually touches its highest point, it pulls back a bit, and it goes back up again. So it makes an M side like this, right? It goes up, come down, goes up again, and then it drops. So usually it makes a lower high and then it drops. So if you miss the best point to sell it, like let's say the indicators haven't reached its highest, the RSI isn't 80, isn't 70 yet, then the second rise would be a very good place for you to leave the trade, for you to exit the trade, just to lock in your profits and stuff. But remember that I've already mentioned so many times, always lock in your profit when it's rising. Like, push your stop loss a little bit higher, just so that you make sure that you end the day in green instead of losing some money after it goes up. It's really frustrating when you know that you have earned some money, but then you didn't push up your stop loss, and eventually it comes back down, and then you have a daily loss, right? So if you can consistently have a green day, almost every day, or like have a high percentage of win rate, then eventually you're gonna be very profitable in long term. So that's the point. That's why we always go according to the trade, and then we buy in at the point where we know the stock is already uptrending, and afterwards we try to lock in our profits. So remember that there is no point to try to guess the reversal, right? If you see a reversal, you see the up and downs and push back up, right? You see the higher lows, and you see the reversal point. You see the stock starting to move up, and that's the time you buy in. So for the exit point, also 3 or 4 indicators that makes you feel comfortable that it's already overbought. You think that the stock is starting to sell off right now. That's the point when you sell it. If you're not comfortable with it, just push up the stop loss, and hopefully the stop loss can do the work for you. Yeah, so that's how I do it. So hopefully after this you guys can have a better buy-in point, so that you make less mistakes because of guessing, because of your expectations on the trade, and you will trade less, because quality trades is always more important than quantity trades. So hopefully you won't be affected by FOMO, which is fear of missing out, and you'll get a better point of getting in. So yeah, hope you guys like this video. If you like it, please press the thumbs up below, like our video, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment or ask me through the trading group, the Telegram trading group, which the link is also down below. We also have a Facebook group. There's also a call-up group right now if you're interested in affiliate marketing, earning some passive income just for trading purpose. You can also contact me, but we always just hope that everyone can end in green through these videos. Alright, if you like us, please subscribe to our channel, and I will see you next time.